channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited that you are here. If you didn't already know, my name is Deborah and my channel is dedicated to helping teachers like yourself learn transformative ways on how to boost their careers. So if you find yourself in this category or you just genuinely enjoy content like this, then you are definitely in the right place. So let's talk about Zoom. To be completely honest, Zoom is actually the most affordable virtual meeting platform on the internet. Yes, and it really wasn't one of the first things that popped into my mind as I was listing down edtech platforms that teachers can use during this distance learning period. However, I do use it to set up meetings, and I have to say, when I took a look at its tools and resources, I saw how applicable it can really be to the classroom, especially the virtual classroom. So I'm excited to share with you today how you can set up a Zoom platform for yourself and your students, how you can open up those meeting spaces, how you can manipulate those spaces to fit your resources and your teaching needs and methods. So without further ado, guys, let's get right to this. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do when we're setting up our Zoom platform is to go straight to Google Chrome, and you're going to type in Zoom. Now, if you're not using Google Chrome, if you're using Safari or Firefox, whatever other website platform that you use, definitely just go ahead and type Zoom in, and it's going to take you to where you can find the website. So the front Google page, just click the first link, and it'll take you straight to the Zoom homepage. Like I said before, Zoom is a free platform, so you can sign up and set up your platform for you and your students for free. So that's what we're gonna do right here. Now, you can sign up with whatever email that you want to use. If you're a teacher, I would suggest that you specifically use your work email. You don't want to use your personal email or any other email that you have. So we're just going to go ahead and sign up. So we're going to click the sign up it's free button, and it'll take us to where we can fill out our information. Now, you can do it this way, or you can go through this sign in button right here, which is what I like to go through. You'll be prompted to put in your email address and password and all of that. And as you can see, you have different sign-in options as well. You can sign in with Google, SSO, or Facebook. Like I said before, I would suggest as a teacher, you want to be professional. So I would suggest signing in with your schoolwork email account. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And if you have your email account already registered with Chrome, it's going to look exactly like how mine did, and it's just going to take you straight to a free platform. So that's it. That's exactly how easy and seamless it is to set up a Zoom platform. So right now we are in the front page. Now, this is the home page for Zoom. It's usually always this page that it opens up to. So I'm just going to take you on a little tour of what you have going on here. So at the side, you have the personal and admin information. You have your profile, meetings, which is where we're at right now. You have the webinars section, recordings, settings, and then down here you have your admin information and setup. So the user management, room management, account management, and advanced settings. So in this tutorial, we're not going to dive deep into those because these are more of information that they just want you to read about and learn more about as you continue to use this wonderful platform. So we're going to go ahead and continue on the tour. So in the meetings page, which we're at, you can see how you can schedule a meeting. So this front part right here is going to show you any upcoming meetings that you have. Here is for previous meetings that you had prior to the upcoming meetings that you're going to have. This is a personal meeting room. And this is for you to set up exactly how you want your personal meeting room to look like. And this is meeting templates. So for example, if you're going to schedule a meeting, you're going to set it up exactly how you want it. It's going to register that meeting as a meeting template in case you want to use that same structure for a different meeting that you want to have. So for example, let's go back to the personal meeting room. All right, so here we're going to go through it. So you can put up your topic for what you want that meeting to be for. You can add your meeting to whatever calendar that you want to sign up with so that it's going to remind you. It's going to have a meeting ID automatically. You can have a required password for this meeting so that whoever you're inviting is going to put in the password before they are able to join the meeting. There's the meeting URL that they will click to be able to join the meeting. Of course, there's the host and participant parts, the telephone or computer audio, and other information that you can set up. So this is exactly how you will set up your meetings so that you can have a very seamless flow. So this is just more information. They're telling you a lot more about the products that they have that you can use and how they have set up the Zoom platform to fit different industries. So you can see for education, finance, government, healthcare, it's really an expansive platform. So it's going to be able to help you understand a little bit more about what you want to use this platform for. Now, a very important thing I want to note to you, especially teachers, is to go straight to the plans and pricing page. And right now you can see that we are in the basic. So this is completely free. The basic is completely free. And then you have the opportunity to select any of these other options if you want. But if you are an educator, all right, you can go straight to this Zoom for Education link right here. So click this link. And it's amazing because they have set up this wonderful opportunity for educators, especially now during this distance learning period. You can request an offer for them to remove a certain time limit on your videos. So on the free basic platform that you have, if you just set it up right now like I have, you're going to have 40 minutes per meeting. Okay, so each meeting has a limit of 100 people and has a meeting of 40 minutes. All right, so if you want to have longer than 40 minutes, go ahead to the Zoom for Education page and you can request an offer, all right, for them to take off that 40-minute limit from your platform without you having to upgrade to any other plan, so that you can have longer periods with your students. So you can go ahead and just click the request offer, and I'm going to show you what they're going to ask from you. So this is what they require from you, all right, to be able to sign up and request for this offer. So you're just going to put in your school information, all right, and you're going to submit, and it's going to take them 72 hours to look at your information and just to make sure that you are an educator and you're a registered teacher and all of that. And as soon as they verify all of that information, they will give you that free time limit. So they will take the 40-minute limit off of your platform, and you can be able to spend as much time as you want with your students. So that is an amazing opportunity that Zoom has for educators. So definitely jump on that bandwagon. All right, so let's go ahead to continue with the tour. We have schedule meeting over here. So if you want to schedule a meeting, if you want to join a meeting, and if you want to host a meeting. Now, you can host with video on, so kind of like a lecture platform. You can host with video off if you desire that, or you can screen share only. So let's go ahead and see what hosting a meeting with video on looks like. So we're just going to click on that, and it's going to bring you to this page. Now it's going to prompt you to download the Zoom app, especially if you're using a computer. And as soon as you've downloaded that app, it's going to connect from the website to that app to open up your meeting. So yes, there are a few little things that you need to do before you can start scheduling your meetings and setting them up. So this is exactly what it's going to look like once you've started a meeting. So right now, I've started a meeting, all right, and I'm just going to move this over here so you can see exactly what this entails. All right, so I started a meeting. Here is where you can select what you want your speaker to do. So if you want to mute it or unmute it, you want to test, leave the computer audio, and all of that, all the audio settings are right here with this arrow. And then this is for your video. So if you want to stop the video, you're just going to click that. Or if you want to continue it, you're going to click it again. All right, so let's just test that. Look right that. So I stopped the video and then I'm starting the video again so my students can see me. And there's the arrow again if you want to change some settings for your video. So you can actually choose a virtual background for your video if you don't want your students to be looking at your face. And you have different video settings as well. So this is very nifty and cool. Now, here is where the real deal is. Now you can invite people to join your meeting. However, as you're scheduling your meetings, you would already send invites to your students, which will make things a lot easier and seamless for you. So, and here you can manage participants that are in your meeting. So I'm going to move this over here now. All right, so this is where you are going to be seeing people discuss and chat in your meeting. So this is where you're going to be seeing your students as they're joining in, as they're saying hi and all of that. You can see all of that information right there. All right, and this is where you can set up how you want your students to be able to see what's going on. And here is if you want to chat to your students, or if you want to say hi, hello, if you want everybody to be able to chat with each other, that's how you will start to manage all of that information. Now, if you click more, you can decide whether you want nobody to be able to chat, you want you yourself only to be able to send messages on the message board to your students, or if you want everybody to be able to message to you. And you can always change the settings even in the middle of your scheduled meeting or class time with your students. So it's always there for you to access. You can decide to mute all. Now, this is an amazing tool that Zoom has, especially when it comes to meeting with students. If you want the option of muting all of your students, especially as they're entering into the classroom, you can decide to mute all of them. And you can also decide to allow your students to unmute themselves once they come in, or you can remove that option completely, especially if you just want a very quiet atmosphere. You can do that, or you can leave it on. It's really up to you. So you can decide to mute all of them. You can unmute all of them if you want, or you can choose a little bit more options that are available. So you can lock the meeting entirely where students are not able to do anything at all except just watch the lecture. You can also click and unclick different other options that you have for your students right here, so that you can set up the classroom however you want it to work for you. And you can also just go up here and mute somebody. If just one person is making a lot of noise, or they're in an environment that is very noisy, you can just go ahead and mute them. And then you can unmute them if you so desire. And if you want, you can go ahead and rename your students' names so that you actually know who you're talking to. And then that will make things easy for you and everyone involved. Now, let's go on to another very interesting section of the meeting. You can record your meetings, all right? So this is very important for you, especially if you want your students to be able to access this information that you're sharing at a later date. You should go ahead and definitely start recording your video or your meeting, with this option right here as soon as your meeting starts. So it's going to record everything until you pause it or you stop it, and then it automatically saves to the Zoom cloud, and you can access it, download it into your computer, and be able to send it to your students whenever you want to do that. So that is a very great tool that Zoom has for you. And you can also share. Now, this is great. Zoom is very expansive and a very amazing tool that everybody loves using nowadays because it has so many options, not just the ones that I showed you, but extra ones such as sharing your screen. Now you can have a whiteboard share. You can actually link up with your iPhone or your iPad to share information, and you can do that via AirPlay or through the cable as well. You can just connect the cable of your phone to your computer and you're linked up as well. So, and you can also share your screen with your students, which is super amazing. So for example, let's say I want to go ahead and share my screen, right? So I'm going to click this. and I'm sharing my screen immediately with my students, and they can see what I want them to see, and they can have me over here. So if I so desire for them to continue seeing my face, they can have me over here and they can see my screen, and I am showing them what I want them to see. So for example, maybe I'm trying to demonstrate an assignment for them. I can go ahead and open my Google Drive and wherever I put the assignment and whatnot, and just show them exactly what I want them to see. Maybe you have slideshows that you want to be moving through as you are discussing with your students. So this is a great option. It's really a wonderful way to continue on with your lessons as you are speaking with your students, especially if you're a more hands-on type of educator and you're not really on the lecture side of things. This is great because as you're describing it, you're showing your students exactly what you want them to do with the information that you're going to give them later. So this is a great tool to use. All right, so let's go ahead and stop sharing screen. And once you're done with that, you can click stop sharing and it'll go straight back to how you started. So let's go ahead and try the whiteboard option. All right, so this is what the whiteboard looks like. It's super innovative. You can draw whatever it is that you want your students to see. You can put text boxes over there. All right, you can type in and you can just be very interactive with your students, exactly how you would use a whiteboard if you were standing in front of them as well. And it has several other options. It has a spotlight option if you want to kind of focus on something a little bit more. And the best part is that you can save. You can save your whiteboard and share it with your students in case you want them to be able to refer back to it later on in the week or whenever you want them to use it. So that's another amazing tool to use as well. And once you're done with that, you can just stop sharing and it'll take you straight back to your front page again. And then let's go ahead and try the link up with the AirPlay. Now, when you're linking up with AirPlay, make sure that of course your phone is connected to Wi-Fi, and you're just gonna go straight to your phone screen. I don't know if you can see that. All right, right there. Okay, so if you go straight to your phone screen, you're just gonna click this right there, and you're gonna see that your phone has noticed that your computer wants to share their screen with it. So you're just gonna click that option of sharing the screen. All right, and I'm sharing my screen with my phone. Simple as that. So once I'm able to do that, I've linked my screen with my phone. I can go ahead and click out, and my phone can show me exactly what I want to show my students. So for example, if I wanted to show them something that is with me on my desk, this is a great option. I would just go straight to my camera app, and my camera app will be able to show them exactly what I want them to see, which is super nifty if you ask me. So that's a great way to show them, to share your screen and show them information that you don't have in your computer but you want them to see anyways. So that is a great option. And then I can just click out. And as soon as I'm done and I want to stop sharing my screen with my students, I will just go back to the swipe up option on my phone, and I am going to click out on the Zoom, and I'm going to click stop mirroring. Very easy, simple as that. And I can then click here, stop share, and I'm back. I'm back with my students and they can see my face and they're done with the screen sharing. So those are just the many different screen sharing options that you can have with Zoom. They're super innovative, super helpful, very easy to set up, very easy to use. And as soon as you are able to just play around with that for the first time, don't let the first time of you doing this be when you are actually in the middle of class with your students. Play around with sharing the screens, seeing how you can manipulate it to what you want, decide how you want to use those options, and then you are best able to use this platform to the best of your abilities and to the fullest of its capabilities as well. So once you're done with your meeting, you've had your class with your students, you've had a wonderful time, you can go ahead and end the meeting. And yes, you can end the meeting for all. Just remember that. Do not leave the meeting with your students unless you want them to have a little time to discuss or anything like that. But most of the time you would just end meeting for all once you're done. All right. And you can see that my computer is now saving the video that I just recorded, right? If I wanted it to continue to save that, I would. And that great information. So it really is a wonderful platform to use. It's very easy to set up, very easy to manipulate for your specific needs, especially, and it's a great tool. I was hosting a meeting with video on, and with video off, it's going to be completely the same thing, except your video would be off, just like I showed you when I was hosting the previous meeting. And if you start a meeting with screen share only, it's going to show you just like how I shared my screen with you, either through your phone or your computer, however you want to share your screen. That's how the meeting is going to start. It's not going to start showing your face. So these options are just amazing, and it really gives you the opportunity to set up your meeting however you want it to work out for you. So this is exactly how to set up a Zoom platform for you and your students. So I hope that you get to enjoy this amazing platform. So there you have it. Zoom really is a wonderful platform to use communication-wise with your students, and it really is seamless. It's not hard to set up, and it really doesn't take much for you guys to use it as well. It does have a downside in the fact that, unlike platforms like Google Classroom, where you can submit assignments, set up assignments, and schedule those things and grade them, you can't really do that with Zoom. So if you decide that you want to use Zoom for your classroom, which is a great idea and a great tool, you should definitely pair it up with a different platform like Google Classroom, which is very seamless. They work well together. So definitely pair it up with a different platform where you can have assignments and reading materials that students can access, and where you can also submit grades that students can view. That way everything comes together very nicely, and you have a wonderful kind of system going with you and your students during this virtual learning experience. So if you enjoyed this video and it helped you to learn a lot more about Zoom, definitely hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, because I will be bringing out so many more tutorials on different edtech platforms that I truly believe can help teachers during this time and will make the whole virtual learning experience so much more fun and exciting for both parties. So definitely hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you will be prompted and notified when these videos pop up. Also, check out these two videos on the side so that you can learn more about the teacher life and what to expect from it. As always, guys, have fun teaching, and I will see you next time.